Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to the fourth part for my Dragon Quest Swords livestream playthrough. I would like it if my voice had a little bit more resonance to it, but it doesn't, because it's still kind of getting over the whole, bad voice sickness thing that I was having. Anyway. Bad voice sickness thing. That's probably the worst way to describe it in the world. Basically, I couldn't talk for a while, and this is actually tying in very closely, shut up birds, it's tying in very closely to the game that I'm playing right now. I believe it was during the first part of the Dragon Quest Swords livestream playthrough. When I was recording that, towards the end of it, or kind of during it, just generally while recording it, I was starting to come down with the sickness. I could tell my nose was running. And it was just obvious to me that I was going to get sick, and then lo and behold I did get sick, and it took me a number of days to get over that. 2 weeks later, the same thing happens. The previous live stream that I recorded, I remember saying, oh, I can feel a headache coming on, hopefully this isn't the start of a sickness again, because then that would mean this game is cursed or something. I'm always going to get sick while recording it. Now, I didn't end up getting a headache or anything like that, that wasn't the sickness. But literally the morning after, or that evening actually, I started to feel the effects of some kind of flu. The onset of that was, happening, and that was not really something I was impressed about. And I slept for 13 hours, got over that flu, fortunately, because I randomly slept 13 hours in preparation for, dealing with the flu, and it got rid of it for the most part. But what did remain was some sort of throat infection of some description. I'm going to clear my throat, but I'll try to do it away from the camera so that you don't... Not away from the camera necessarily, away from the microphone, so that you don't have to hear it too much. I'm just going to get my chats up, and then we will be good to go. But yeah, so it's taken me a while to get over this throat business, and therefore my voice is still not entirely perfect, so I do apologize for that. I needed to record this today because I'm really feeling like if I don't record it, it's never going to get finished, and I do want to get it finished nice and quickly. Not because I have a problem with playing Dragon Quest Swords necessarily, but because I just feel like there are other things I would prefer to record, so the sooner I get this done, the better, but I'm not going to, have it be unenjoyable for you guys in spite of that. Or because of that, I should say. Now, I've muted my television, I'm going to unmute that. It's great when you're trying to use your TV remote and it doesn't want to work. It's really good. I love it when that happens. So, if you do remember at the end of the previous recording, which is something that annoys me when I think about, but again, for those who haven't seen it, or just a refresh for those who have seen it but for some reason have a terrible memory, I did go through the Deathbringer Citadel location and failed. I actually died, and of course in this game that just takes you back to the beginning, and so that was some 20 minutes worth of gameplay that was completely thrown out the window. And I was very unimpressed, and I finished the live stream at that point because I wasn't going to do everything that I had just done over again. It's a little bit brutal for me to do that, so I decided not to do that. I forgot that I'm playing Dragon Quest Swords and I can't have my laptop directly in front of me because it actually blocks the sensor bar, so I have to move my laptop to the side. That's alright. Hopefully that's moved enough. Yes, it has. Alrighty, so what we're doing here is actually starting off in the middle of an area. One, because I don't want to subject you guys to the experience of seeing the same area twice. As well as that, it's easier for me to go through an area again if I can, listen to something, like watch something while I'm playing the game. So that's what I did, and it wasn't too annoying to get back to this point. And now that I am at this point, I will go ahead and continue. On camera, of course. What was I going to do? I was going to do something, that's right. Pause any playbacks that are on YouTube or Twitch on my PC. Then we will be good to continue. So in terms of how many more parts there will be for this live stream series, I'd like to think only 2. I'm actually going to record as much as I can physically force myself to record today, and then hopefully the recording that I end up doing after that will be the one that closes everything out. It really depends on how long it takes for me to grind King Latem, but we will have to see. I ended up going to the right instead of to the left to get to this giant Cyclops thing, so that's why I'm approaching it from a slightly different angle to what I was last time, or how I was last time. However, I would like to speak English as I conduct my commentary here. But anyway, you can see that's kind of far away. That pathway all the way in the distance is how far I have to travel to get to this point. It's like 25 minutes worth of gameplay. It's really kind of annoying to have to do that again immediately. So I died to this guy in the previous recording, and I've got no idea why. Apparently I suck. And it was definitely my negligence which resulted in failure. Oh, what am I doing? We're going to hit all of these back, of course. I'm not necessarily going to try and get perfect timing. That's what killed me last time. I was really hell-bent on getting perfect timing, and I completely lost my mind while trying to do that. And as a result, I was trying to do that crap. And you can see that if you get hit by enough of those things, they can really destroy your health. Now, one thing that I did do was I swapped my mini medals. I can't remember how many it was. It might have been 8 in total, 4 individually, for Yggdrasil leaves. So I have 2 in my inventory from that, and then I also got a Yggdrasil leaf from a chest that I got from going to the right side. Ooh. So you can see that really it does give you some problems if you allow too many of those orbs to hit you. Now you can see that Fleurette has multi-heal. She got that when she leveled up to level 24 off camera as I was going through the Deathbringer's Citadel here. So, yes, that is worth mentioning. Because maybe some of you are quite observant and would see that Fleurette has a new skill and go, when did she get that? Well, I'm explaining it to you. Oh my god. I'm giving myself a few problems. So once again, even if I do fall this time, it doesn't matter. I can die 3 times and it won't matter. I should have actually explained that. Some of you guys wouldn't, in fact most of you maybe, wouldn't know what a Yggdrasil leaf is. It basically revives you if you die. And it can also be used for your comrades. So, yeah. God, I'm sucking right now. It's really weird because it looks like the way it works is that hitting it back with perfect timing is a scenario where the orb seems really far away. But if you hit it with the timing that looks like it would be perfect, it's actually too close, but it doesn't actually look that way. So it's quite annoying. I'm going to use multi-heal this time. Multi-heal is probably the skill which makes Fleurette the best follower out of all of them, as far as the end game is concerned. Her skills are the best overall. So, ooh. If I can hit all of these back, that would be great. You don't get a constant health bar with this monster. Oh yeah, I'll do it like I mean it, don't worry about it. We're not half-arsing anything. There we go. So basically I'm going to completely forget trying to do it with good timing. Because apparently, as I was explaining before, it just doesn't really work. It looks wrong. It looks like the orb would be too far away to get perfect timing on it, so... Of course, the timing depends on the amount of damage dealt. You've got 3 windows of timing. Either you hit it way too early and it sort of goes off target and doesn't do anything. You've got sort of the regular timing, and then you've got perfect timing, which does more damage than the regular timing. Can you bloody hurry up and shoot some blue orbs at me, please? This is just boring. This is not difficult for me to shield this stuff. Look at this. Just whittling down my shield as time goes on. And I do have some replenish shield powder. I might actually check to see how much I have. I have 3. Oh god. Oh my dear Jesus. It's not a difficult boss at all, it's just like... I feel this is a problem with the game where it's just a scenario where the orbs look like they're not that far away. But they're actually so close you can't hit them back. Which doesn't make any sense to me. Oh my god, come on. Don't start with your red shit. Thank god for that. And that was still... I absolutely despise this fucking boss. It's just ridiculous. I'm going to use holy water because I'm going to need it for boss fight anyway. And this isn't the boss, this is just the mini-boss, I suppose, to continue forward. I'm so sick of having to shield this stuff. And whatever. Don't start with your red shit now. Thank God for that. You dead? Yes. Because the eye is going black. It's causing the pupil to sort of look really weird around the edges, but anyway. I think I've got a lava lump for that. Ugh, terrible fight. Usually it's better than that, usually I don't have a problem at all, but for some reason, as I'm playing this game now, it's giving me problems, so I've got no idea. Anyway, we're going to mid-heal both ourselves and Florette and continue. I don't know how much more of the area we have to go through from this point to get to Xiphos. Possibly we will get there almost immediately. Yes, okay, so there's one corridor that we need to go through with, I think, 3 confrontations, and then we will be at the final boss of the story mode. So, this is, well, I'm not going to say his name. But we will be fighting a guy very much like this later on, so... Okay, well, if you don't shield all of that, it won't count as an opportunity to hit him back, I don't think. You can tell whether or not you've got such an opportunity based on whether or not his club gets knocked back, I think. Oh my god, you're annoying, mate. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys a little thing that you can do. You can do this with a lot of enemies, not just these giant guys, but this is going to kill him, I think. Yeah, there we go. That is a dead Cyclops. So I'm probably going to end up using another holy water by the end of this, but that's alright, I don't mind. Yeah, like that. It might... Is it 3 confrontations? Yeah, it is. Or it could be 2. Might actually just be a little bit misleading. So maybe doing Biselka now is a problem? Yeah, he completely ignored it. There we go, that actually hit him back. We're not going to use the Master Stroke, it's not necessary. We're not having that much of a problem with this. Alrighty. And that's that confrontation. We got a lucky bag, and I believe that that is the hero's shield. Not to spoil it, but yeah. Quite sure that that's how that works. Alright, and this is the last confrontation before we continue to the boss. Try and do a horizontal here to the best of my ability. Oh, manage that. It's you again, my best friend. So causing him to shield like that's probably going to allow me to go straight into a Biselka, which as you can see ended up affecting the bats in the background, so I don't have to put up with them now, which is always good. Alrighty. One annoying thing about having the Master Stroke gauge constantly at 100% is it does make a little bit of a noise. It has like this noise that it makes, which sounds absolutely nothing like that, so I don't know why I even bothered trying to imitate it, but anyway. Going to, oh, I'm going to pause this here because I'm just going to make a small change to my visual appearance here. God, my hair looks shit from the side. Is this the side? Yes. Oh. Anyway, so aside from my hair looking like shit, just going to make a small change to the brightness because it's just helps with the light shining on my face here. It's just a bit too bloody bright and is illuminating my face. It's making me look like, I don't know, the second coming of Christ or something like that. You know, the long hair and all of that business. So it looks like these guys just sort of float away off camera. I say off camera, more like off screen, until they make your score shit, see? So that's going to count as 4 enemies that have just escaped. So that's going to make my score crappy. So I think that's a total of 5 enemies that have run away from me. Now, no, there's more than that because there were some off camera that ran away as well. Really annoying. It's a great way to give you a shit score. So basically the only reason why you would want to kill those enemies is so that you don't have a crap score in the end. Looks like they won't actually try to harm you. Excuse the coughing. My Wii is dying as it's loading this business. Ooh. The game is too low, so I'm going to bring the volume up a little bit. The last live stream that I did for this game, the volume was too high, so yeah, this should be perfect. Or not. It seemed like it was too loud there.
I'm going to scatter Xiphos to the four corners of the world.
Maybe it was perfect at -20 because that looks really loud. Like that's getting into the... Yeah.
Thank you all for coming.
Yeah, maybe that's alright. If it's too quiet, then I apologize.
And you shall witness the fruition of my plan. You see, when we met 5 years ago, I was, to my shame, somewhat careless. Nevertheless, I command life and death. Sensing impending doom, I severed my body from my spirit and concealed them within my enemies, there to regain my strength. My plan was almost perfect. True, I did not anticipate that tiresome woman's attempt to cage me with a roaring mask, but I am nothing if not adaptable.
He sounds a little bit effeminate when he's going, adaptable.
In short, the time of my resurrection has come!
He just conveniently waited until we were all in the room before doing this, by the way. It was very nice of him to do that. Yeah, he's turning into a pretty French boy now.
Humanity shall bow to a new order of terror, misery, despair, and death.
Yeah, radio.
Nay, Xiphos, for we bring that to you. To arms, comrades, for goddess, queen, and country.
Yeah, okay. So of course we do fight with Fleuret here. This is the boss of the Deathbringer's Citadel, in effect. I don't believe that we can break his guard there, so we're going to not bother with that. I may as well use my Master Stroke now, so that we can get that built up nice and quickly from the beginning. This fight is not going to be too particularly difficult. Oh. Knocked the XLR cable, or almost the XLR input itself, on my microphone, so I apologise if that made any noise, but, yeah. God, he just did a fucking backflip. You've got some moves, man. I must have seen that before, but I had no recollection of him doing... Oh, he does that backflip as well, so I guess it's not unusual at all. This is just something that you shield. You sort of shield based on the markers, try not to do it visually, because visually it's a mess, so just do it based on that. The true boss, the final boss of this game is Xiphos. He's about 5 times the difficulty of this boss that we're about to fight. So, yeah. I don't find this guy to be a challenge in any way, shape or form, because Xiphos is just insanely difficult by comparison. I find Xiphos to be a challenge at max level, and a lot of people don't necessarily wait until max level to fight him, so... But I basically grind the hell out of King Latem until I get to max level, so... Yeah, that's a thing. I don't think that I did that last time, actually taking that opportunity to hit him after shielding that. It was, foolish of me. It is annoying to shield those, because visually it's kind of confusing. Right, throw your sword, mate. And I missed a bit, but that's alright. Still got a good opportunity to hit him back. I'm going to use a strong medicine on myself, just to top up my health. Again. I don't know how many pillars he is destroying to do this. Oh, I missed. See, it's really difficult. You have to watch the markers. Otherwise, it is very confusing. I've almost got my Master Stroke gauge up to 100% again. Oh, that's confusing. I do have to watch my health, of course, because he is pretty strong. But I do, once again, have 3 Yggdrasil leaves, so I really don't have to worry about failing at all. Even if I play like utter crap. And I'm not playing too bad right now. As I say before I get hit a second time in a row from those stupid pillar fragments. Not fragments. Oh, hello. Pillar something or other. I don't even know how to describe it. Pieces of pillar. He's getting upset. Relax, man. Well, I say he's getting upset, but he's still smiling. Yes, we will use the Master Stroke now. What he's about to shoot at us will be very useful in terms of doing damage to him. We hit back the orbs and deal damage to him in that way. But I do want to get my Master Stroke gauge returning to... Oh, King Alan, no. Why is it every time you have to make a comparison to Demon Souls? But anyway... Welcome to the live stream, Paul. Anyway, so, yeah, getting the Master Stroke gauge back to 0 so we can get it charged up again is really important. So, hitting back those orbs wasn't really going to be worthwhile for me. Here we go. Oh, terrible timing. These are a little bit more forgiving than the ones with the Cyclops, because the perspective's a little bit better, you see. Still not doing too well with my timing there. I mean, it doesn't look like his sword's a boomerang, but it is. It's a little misleading in that way. Can I hit him while he's doing this? Yes, I can. Here we go again. I could definitely do with some Magna Shield here, which is a skill that Fleurette possesses later on. Oh no, she does possess it now. What's she missing? I cannot remember. She doesn't have buff. Or does she have buff? If she has buff, then that is crazy, because buff is really, really good. So... let me just top up my health here. That's... oh. We will Holy Water her. Or Magic Water, sorry. Oh yes, also Yggdrasil Dew fully restores the HP of both users and companion. So that's quite good as well, but I rarely find the occasion to use it. It's sort of like a last ditch effort sort of thing. There we go, good timing on that. So now I have to physically hit him to get to the next stage of the fight, which is really annoying, but anyway. Just come on, mate. There we go. I kind of spoiled it. I said the next stage of the fight, but, yeah. Entertain me.
Is he defeated?
And yeah, I do like the design of this shield that I have at the moment.
Don't let your guard down.
It's a lot better than the default shield that I was using before, which I was doing purely because I was super lazy, so...
I see you have grown stronger since our meeting 5 years ago. Unfortunately for you, the same can also be said of me. By way of proof, savor now the splendor of my true form.
His true form. So yeah, I did kind of spoil it a little bit by saying that there was going to be another confrontation, but yeah, that was just the first half of the fight.
Quoi? Oh non! Il looks Pablo now.
So, humans, shall we? Through terror, morbid misery, and dire despair, I will teach you how to feel them all!
Yeah, teach me how to feel, Xiphos. Okay, so the deal with this guy is that we want to break his shield. That's like a big major thing here. Interesting thing is that it doesn't look like it's going to break if we keep hitting it like this. But it will break. So we just keep hitting it until it breaks. Because as you can see, this shield is freaking annoying. So if we can break this thing, it's going to make life a little easier. You're full of shit, Doomlink. It's not going to break if you keep hitting it. No, it will. Relax. Just need a little bit of patience, that's it. See, it doesn't look like it would break, does it? But it will. Doesn't even weaken over time visually, it just suddenly breaks. Oh, bad timing on that one. We'll multi-heal that. So, the deal with this guy is that he doesn't have a health bar. This is... oh, I thought he was going to do something else, actually. Oh, this is what I thought he was doing. This is very good for getting up your Master Stroke gauge. Alrighty, we will use Figure of Fate. He does have a lot of health in this mode, by the way. He gets an entire new health bar which you can't visually see, and it's more health than he had when he was Xiphos before. So... go! Now he's gonna step on us. And you get a nice view up his skirt while he does it. Yummy. I should try to have my accuracy nice and accurate. By not having my hits miss. I don't know if this will get our Master Stroke gauge up or not, but we'll see. No, it won't. Got us about halfway there, though. Yeah, we'll just mid-heal. We don't need a multi-heal right now. Multi-heal is very useful when obviously you're healing more than one person, but yeah. So it's 3 hits and then he jumps back. That just saves me from wasting my, I guess my strikes in such a way that it would harm my accuracy. I want to get a nice hit combo going here. Go another 3 and then we will Master Stroke it again. I'm going to stroke him like the master that I am. My masterful stroking. Go again. I must be getting better at doing the figure 8 motion with my arm. Alright. No! So he's past half health now. The second half of the second fight. This is annoying. That gets rid of any buffs that you have, what he just did there. Now, this is what annoys me. This is very difficult to shield. If you have Magna Shield, it's a little bit easier, but it's still not perfect. That's one annoying thing about it. I'll actually use this here, which did nothing, basically. Moving on. We will use another Replenish Shield powder. And maybe I'll use Magna Shield just to demonstrate it, because it's pretty good. I've never used it before. It's much bigger here. Ooh. Fleurette won't die as a result of this, but she will lose almost all of her health, most likely. She's not actually losing that much health, so... damn it. I said she wasn't losing that much health, but look at her. I'll just get her to mid-heal herself. And that'll do. Might have to use another magic water. Oh, this is the... Okay. We need to make sure that we are fully healed here. Both of us, because he's doing his master stroke. This is the difference between fighting Xiphos and, say, some other boss. Because he has his own master stroke. Now what we have to do is actually hit him while he's doing it to reduce the damage of it. And I don't believe that you can actually set a focal point, so you'll waste time trying to set one. Now the annoying thing about this is that for some reason, the slash or hit registry is not very accurate. So you only get to hit a few times. And fortunately, because I had everyone fully healed, nobody died. Not enough MP? No problem. Flowet. I can go and do that for you. And then, you know, once again, do excuse the French that I whip out from time to time. But there we go. Fully recovered without much issue. He'll usually do, I think, 2 of those, so we can try to Magna Shield this and see how it goes. You can see that even Magna Shield is not enough when it comes to that. I think I'm out of Replenish Shield Powder as well. That sucks. That's kind of the entire point of that attack. It's not so much to deal damage to you, it's just to annihilate the crap out of your shield. We're gonna go horizontal for this. Oh. God. I'm not gonna set a focal point for that. Alright, we're gonna Master Stroke again. This might be the killing blow. Yeah, exactly. Healing in the pause menu. That's JRPGs in general, for the most part. It is not the killing blow. I would like him to die sometime soon. I will probably just use Magna Shield from now on, because see how my shield returned to normal size as soon as he does that? That basically gets rid of all spell effects. That particular maneuver that he does. Usually gets rid of a buff if you do have it in effect. But, oh. Oh, there's actually 3 modes to this fight. I think this might be the final quarter of his health. I'm not too sure on the exact health amount here. Got 1 hit in after that. I should use a strong medicine. Which is useful, but very finite. Oh. Ugh. And I thrust it off into some random direction because I didn't set a focal point. There we go. Managed to hit that back. Oh, rough. That's fucking bad. I'm not going to focal point this one. Oh, whatever, that's fine. This is going to kill me if I fucking let him hit me anymore. No, I didn't really want to multi-heal. And then we'll strong medicine to full. And I will also magic water her. This is the last magic water. I will be able to kill him though. This is where all the damage is dealt, hitting this stuff back. He's gonna get a really big one at the end maybe. Are you dead? No, you're not. Asshole. Shield returns to normal size. The reason why I keep doing Magna Shield is because my shield is almost fucking broken. Well, forgot to go through my fucking auto-moderation, by the way. So just you saying bastard is enough to hold your comment for review. It's fucking ridiculous. Anyway. I'll have to remember to go through those settings before the next stream because it's really annoying. Okay, managed to hit that back. This is what you really need to hit back. Doesn't even... Really? You don't have to... Okay. Well, apparently with his final form, you don't have to physically hit him with your sword to kill him. You can actually kill him with a returning strike like that, which is good.
No! It cannot be! Not by humans! death unto me?
Quickly, Blade! The mask!
The mask? The roaring mask? But you yourselves cut the mask in two. I saw you destroy it.
Now he can look fancy and die as well. Yes, everything is now tickety-boo.
No, lad! No! Deal the death blow! That'll learn it!
That'll learn him. So we do have to do a death blow after all. Well, I said that he was going to look fancy in death, but the mask slipped off, so never mind.
At last, the demon is dead.
Aye, lad. There's no mistake this time. Xiphos is an ex-arch-villain.
Arval!
Just if you didn't... This is if you didn't think there was enough French in this game already. It's ×2 now.
Oh, heck.
Well,
The
not
old
really.
place is coming down. Everyone out!
Yes, dying will teach him something.
Follow me.
Alright, now we have to get out of here, but it's all done within cutscenes, so... Or cinematics, whatever you want to call it. It's very helpful for Unlas to sort of call them to run faster. Oh no, the mask. I kind of like this part. Because he's like, oh, but he doesn't open his mouth. This is what I love. He's just like, just this blank expression, mouth not open. He's just like,
You are so heavy! But I won't let go of you, Blade. Not ever!
thanks. Whoever picks you up is the person who you chose to be your partner. Decent score. Much of this you didn't really see, it was off camera because I redid the location, but yeah. 2 gold bars and 3 monster bones. In the lucky bag we've got Uber Life Bracer. The fuck? Was it... This is normally supposed to be the hero shield. I don't think I've ever gotten this before. I usually always get the shield in the lucky bag. No, maybe what happened was I didn't go... Maybe the lucky bag that I'm thinking of, you have to go to some other location. Like one of the junctions. You have to go take a right or something to get that lucky bag, possibly. But this thing, I don't remember ever having an Uber Life Bracer. But whatever. Yeah, I know it means good, but I have no recollection of that being the name of it. So maybe this is something I haven't gotten before. I'm not sure. Like, I thought it was just a life bracer or something. The great thing about this game is that they decided not to actually voice act this guy. Saved themselves a bit of money. So it's actually not double the French. Is anyone going to say anything? And I think Claymore laughed silently. Apparently, visually speaking, Florat had my microphone coming out of her pants, or her skirt, which is very nice. Oh no, don't you dare.
So we are finally free.
I don't want Misericord to talk.
Yes, Mother. Never again shall you threaten the peace.
Yes, now all is tickety-boo.
That we have. Not without a few bruises, man.
No. No.
The Deathbringer wrought much havoc in his time, yet in spite of all his spite, we live on to tell the tale. Yippee!
Yippee.
Minister Misericord is right. We must treasure the fact that we are alive and embrace our newfound liberty.
No, stop.
By way of recognition of this most auspicious occasion, I think it appropriate, nay, necessary, that we permit ourselves a jolly good knees up.
Knees up.
You are not the misery you profess to be, Minister.
Your Majesty, may I perhaps invite my brother?
No.
Of course, Florette.
Get him out of my city.
The Caraval endured much in the war against Xiphos.
We don't like lizard men around here.
Right
Go
then,
back to Black
Let's
Marsh.
get cracking with the party, shall we?
Anyway.
Huzzah!
Huzzah.
Magnifique!
Alrighty. So now we have a slightly annoying part of the game, which is actually it's kind of common in JRPGs. Basically what we need to do is talk to everyone who's at our victory party, and then we get to leave. Yeah, well, he almost carried the day. Now he can't carry the day. We carried the day instead. Maybe the day can move on its own. Ever think of that? Yeah, I know. Make sure you make your way, or be sure to make your way round and say how do to everyone. Okay. I'll specifically say how do. In a shocking display of how not to speak English. Ah, the hero himself. I never doubted you had it in you, Doomlink. There's none more gallant than a son of Claymore. Ha ha ha. Yeah, rightio. It's very unfortunate that you don't have a pair of eyes, but anyway. Just got some dots instead. Yes, my path has led me to victory over the bringer of death. I'm ready, apparently. It is time. Will the pupil at last face his master in true, unfettered combat? Yes! Haha, it was a witticism, Doomlink. One who has defeated Xiphos would make short work of the likes of me. Our master must know his limits. Yes, I will continue to live here. Nice, we will never be apart. Random girl from random church, hello. She's gonna become a nun and start wearing clothes like yours. I don't know how that's gonna work, but anyway. Merci, Doomlink. Of course you have to read this in a French accent. I'm not going to, because I don't want to embarrass myself, but anyway. Thank you, Doomlink. You are the most animated out of everyone at this party. You're like gone, doing a fucking dance or something. Maybe she's losing her marbles, probably. Look at how animated she is, my god. You're huge compared to everyone else. You'd think you'd be a bit more stationary compared to them. I suppose not. Oh, this girl. I believe she's like a cameo from the older games or something. That's the impression I get anyway from her art style. She doesn't have anything of too much interest to say. No, I'm not really enjoying myself. I'm not allowed to eat anything, I just have to talk to you people, it's depressing. What's most perturbing is the fact that I have to talk to this girl who has a thing on her head. Oh, I didn't really find the prince all that attractive before, but now, well, he must be ever so strong to have defeated Xiphos like that. I'd better make a move before someone else snaps him. I don't know if he's into commoners, he's a bit, I don't know, not really into that. Fine work, Doomlink, you are the golden boy now. Okay. Rather special, actually, haha. And then this guy who can't speak a single word of English correctly. God. He doesn't need alcohol, he's already bad with the English enough. There's always room. Oh, he said room correctly. More and booze. And when. Okay, so he does speak some words correctly, but anyway. I think that's everyone. Can I get the hell out of here now? I think so. Oh, Jesus. Who the fuck have I missed? Who have I not spoken to? Do I have to go in here? Where are you going, Blade? Okay, no, I'm not going to try and run away from you specifically, Fleuret. I think we need to talk to Claymore, and then he's like, let's get out of here, man. Yes, I'm all partied out now, get me out of here. Oh, the Abdul. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, don't point at me, mister. Nope. We're on the balcony now. And apparently there's this many people living in the village. And they all look the same. Except for like... Oh no, there's 2 duplicates of the big muscly guy with the helmet.
Everyone is waiting for you to say something.
You could shout out something like, Xiphos is dead! Long live Avalonia! N'est-ce pas?
Well, look, you're gonna have to... If you're gonna speak to me, Fleuret, you have to speak in English.
Take no notice of them, lad. Now's not the time for words. Just raise that sword above your head.
Thrust your sword into the sky. Yay! I want to get another shot of that crowd. I think we do. Yeah, here we go. Nice! My god. Terrible. Anyway. So how long is he going to put that sword in the air? It has to get awkward eventually. You have to count the number of seconds that he has his sword in the air. If he just keeps it in the air, eventually the crowd's going to be like, oh, okay. Should we go do something? Okay, bye. And then everyone's just going to stop cheering and sort of walk away while he's still there with his sword. Yes, I do think about these awkward things. There's a mountain. Dragon Quest sword staff. I don't think I can skip this, no. It's a Japanese game, so I can't. You know, this is a really good... Oh, never mind. I was about to say it's a really good image of the mountain there, but no, there is a point to it. Does magical sparkling mask. Puts a new tableur. And you can see that now that it has us, Fleuret, Anlas, and Claymore fighting the Deathbringer. Which I think is a nice touch. Which is kind of like a middle finger to the guys who originally put the mask on his face. Because obviously it didn't work out so well. But now that we've done it twice, maybe it'll be good or something. Maybe we can skip the rest of the credits. Maybe. Maybe, baby. Alright, let's see, can we? No. Christ. Well, that's annoying. I'm gonna have to sit here and enjoy some of these credits. Basically, the way in which you don't fall asleep is by cutting them. Like, you can actually cut the pictures that appear, but I'm not going to be cutting any pictures. Because, yeah, stuff that. Oh dear. So we get some snapshots of our experiences while playing the game. So what happens at this point is that we enter the... I don't even know if it's the second half of the game necessarily, but there's another portion of the game where we take on a series of bosses in the Ye Olde Reflectory, which is basically a location with lots of different mirrors. You enter the mirror and it enters into a boss fight. And the rewards that you get from those boss fights allow you to forge your weapons better and better. So that's a cool thing. But, yeah, it all eventually leads to a final boss named Xiphos, who is 3 bosses before you even fight Xiphos, and then you have to fight Xiphos, who is harder than all of them. So you've actually got a total of 4 different bosses that you have to fight all at once. So you can call it a boss rush mode if you want, but the final boss of the boss rush mode is kind of the hardest guy to fight in the entire game, by a long shot. So it's quite intense. You need to be really, really well geared for that fight. But, lots of different people. Some lovely names through here. I would say that they did a good job of localizing this. The English used in this particular game is actually quite sophisticated. So, aside from the likes of Tickety Boo and Knees Up and all of this. But yeah, I think they did a good job with the localization. Kurokawa Fumiko and Uda Mizue. Uda. Never even heard of that surname before. Uda. Ishikawa Fuminori, Kamiya Tomohiro, Osue Kazuhiro, Kuramochi Ryoichi. Ryoichi, that's an interesting name. Terada Megumi, Kondo Reiko, Oya Kiminori, Naoi Norikazu, Okamoto Kazuya, Sadamasa Yusuke, Yoshita Ryo. I can't go through all of them. Seppuku Naruto Shindeiru, oh my god. I think you're trying to write Seppuku. But anyway. Cheryl Prince. Nice name. Prince, imagine that as a surname. Yeah, unskippable credits are not really my bag, but the vast majority of games do not allow you to skip the credits anyway, so what do you do? Shida, Yukinobu, Wada Yoichi. I didn't know that Honda was actually a surname, I thought that was only a given name. And there's the team. Anyone who's not included in that is irrelevant. And apparently they have photography in the Kingdom of Avalonia, the end. Except that it's not. I would like to save the story so far in this adventure log. Apparently I've been playing for 5 hours and 58 minutes, or probably not, that was what it was before, but anyway. Robert Prince is the composer for Doom 1, 2 and Duke Nukem 3D. Fair enough. Alrighty, so here we are, coming into the game again. We'll load into the save that we just, I guess, updated in the quest log. You can see that that star represents the completion of the story mode. So, what's going on here? Right. So, this was the first time that I played through the game. Did I? No. I mustn't have actually gone all the way through. Okay, that's interesting. So, I did not go through all the way through, because I'm only level 43, so I would have stopped at some point in the mirror, saw the Ye Olde Reflectory part of the game. This was when I bought my Wii the second time and played the game through. And that's the Deathbringer mode, which have been played to the same length of time, apparently. Then this was my first Let's Play in 2015, then this was my second Let's Play in 2017, and this is my current playthrough. Zor is just one of the names that I came up with randomly back in, was it 2009 or 2010? I don't know. It was Lord Zor, which I used in Monster Hunter quite a lot, and continue to use in Monster Hunter quite a lot. Some strange mirrors have turned up in there. Okay, so how it works is that the story goes back. I know we've got Xiphos to take care of, but their mirrors might need looking into first. So basically, they take you back in time to just before we fight Xiphos, apparently. Cool. So it's interesting, I never really thought about that. So, what we're going to do, I think first and foremost, is check out what we can upgrade here with our current materials. How long have we been streaming for? Not even an hour. Almost an hour, but not quite there yet. So I'm probably going to stream for another hour or hour and a half, something like that. So we will, I guess, not buy. Temper, please. Anything else while you're here? Yes, actually. I only have 6,794 gold. That's kind of rude. We're going to go with the Drangovian Kingsword just because that's the easiest for us to start with. We need Wrath of Helios, so we need to upgrade this bastard of the thing. See what we need for that. Lava lumps. Well, whatever. We don't have much gold right now, but we're going to be able to get a lot of it by grinding a certain boss. So, not necessarily King Latem, that's not who I'm referring to. I'm actually talking about the two knights that you fight. But I'll show you guys the Ye Olde Reflectory. You have access to, I believe, 2 bosses to start with, maybe even 4. I think it's only 2 though. Alrighty. We'll go inside the cave. And we have access to 4 bosses. Now, King Latem is this one here. We do not want to fight him yet, because I just said yes. Return. Holy shit. I don't like fighting him unless I have the Metal King's Sword. It's just annoying. The Metal King's Sword gives you double damage against King Latem and makes a huge difference. It's just a lot more enjoyable. So that's what I'm going to do. No, that's Nomeg or whatever. We're going to fight this thing first. There's actually a renown requirement, which is interesting because I don't believe that I'm ever too low of a renown level to actually fight any of these enemies, but I do wonder if Fleurette gains access to buff, because if she gains access to buff, then that makes her hands down the best partner to go with. So, anyway. Clarken Nalk. Nice name. I'm gonna kill this stupid thing, I don't want it to heal him. As you can see, there is a certain level of difficulty difference here, as compared to previous bosses that we've fought. That's really annoying when it comes to these guys. They sort of attack you distantly, without fully telegraphing it. They do telegraph it, but it's not clear where they're going to strike you. So yeah. I'm trying to diagonal strike the fucking... Okay, we're going to Bisoka this bastard of a thing. I do not need it healing them at all. There we go, we're going to diagonally strike that thing. We killed it. They immediately call another one. This is really frustrating. So killing this thing, I don't know what the actual drops here are for this thing. Ooh, trying to hit the fucking jellyfish. Anyway. I'm not dealing much damage here yet, but if we can get to the Drangovian Kingsword, or Dragovian Kingsword, I don't even know what it is now. But yeah, if we can actually upgrade to that, it's going to make a big difference in our damage. And fighting these bosses is going to be made slightly easily. More... Speak English, Doom Link. It's going to be made slightly easier. Fucking bastard. Alright, so we're going to Figure of Fate. Because I'm pretty sure that's our strongest Master Stroke at the moment. Wait, no, I'm being ridiculous. It's actually Light Fantastic. I've been doing the weaker Master Stroke this whole time. Due to my own stupidity. Light Fantastic is the best one. That's 3 strikes. I'm ridiculous. Seriously. Maybe you guys have been screaming at me this whole time. But, yeah, that's a nightmare. Alright, I need to start healing myself. We're going to multi-heal. As you can see, we are at the second half of the fight, and they are a lot more relentless, which is, yeah, a bit of a nightmare. Just sort of have to take the hits, you know. Absolutely crazy. Look at these guys. They're just nightmarish. No, stop. Fuck. So maybe Magna Shield would help here. So then I can maybe, like, flinch both of them at the same time. Come on, guys. Holy shit. It's so frustrating. Because, basically, it's almost impossible to flinch both of them at the same time, essentially. And if you don't flinch them both at the same time, you're basically opening yourself up to, like, assault. Look at this shit, man. Okay, if I can just get... Oh, fuck. I don't want to use a Yggdrasil Dew, but it's better than using a Yggdrasil Leaf. Crazy, these guys are pricks. Get the fucking Master Stroke, Light Fantastic, let's get moving. Can't believe, like, I did have to actually use that Yggdrasil Dew. It was not something I could avoid. Ridiculous. Now we can use Light Fantastic and not be retarded. I'm assuming it does more damage. Considerably more. Anyway, so we leveled up, I think, only once there, for both of us. Alright, what was the score? At least we got it. Oh, we got an S rank. That's surprising. Thought that was going to be something different. Like an A rank or something. Anyway. We got lava lumps, so we can actually upgrade. Oh, we got the rusty old sword as well. That's not actually helpful, I don't think. Anyway, so... yeah, now that we have that stuff, we can upgrade the fire sword that we have. But we won't be able to upgrade it to the Wrath of Helios. Sadly. But that's alright. We will just have to see what we need to upgrade it beyond that point. I don't know what it is yet, but we'll have a look. There will obviously be more lava lumps required, so we'll probably have to go and fight that stupid boss again. But what I think I'm going to do is go and buy some actual healing wares with the Tombola guy. The Indian man! Or Abdul, as Paul calls him. The Abdul. But, regardless. This is the weapon shop. So, no, not this thing. Wait, what is that? Ah, so the rusted sword is the Metal King's sword. Good to know. So you can see that's a lot of gold. And we need 4 of whatever this is. Noble metals, they are called. And they're frickin' annoying to get. But anyway. I am happy with that. You can see we have a lot of gold now, by the way. Let's get Temperin. Alright, so we've got a new Master Stroke. We're not going to equip it. I don't think it's better than the... maybe it is, I don't know. How much damage is this doing? 70? That's doing 60, so yeah. Wrath of Helios, there we go. What do we need for this? Lots of stuff. Iron ore, lava lump, monster bone. I do not want to have to backtrack into some of those regular areas to get this stuff, so yeah. We'll see what we can get by doing these other quests. Well, I call them quests, I should say, fighting these other bosses in the Mirror Realm. No, not Mirror Realm. Ye Olde Reflectory. They are mirrors, but it's not the Mirror Realm. It's a different location. I'm losing my mind. But anyway. We will probably need to backtrack annoyingly enough, but that's alright. I'll do what I have to do. Because I don't think I can get monster bones from any of these bosses. And I'm not sure about iron ore. No, this is Clank and Nalk. So let's not. I guess I can handle you. I say I guess, but... Oh, I meant to go and buy some healing wares. Let's go do that. It's gonna help. And also some magic water, which I think needs mini metals, maybe. I'm not sure. But we're gonna go to the Indian man and get some stuff from him. It's better to go this way. There are no loading screens between here and the Indian man. So... Oh no, there is one. Actually. But it's much faster to go this way. For him. My Wii explodes as it loads. It'd be nice if I could get the platinum shield in this run, but I won't, so... Whatever. I can also play the tombola here, but I don't know if I have any tickets, so... So we'll buy lots of strong medicines, I think. I can buy 9, yay. Yeah. Essentially, you can buy as many of these as you want because it'll just get put in your bag anyway, so... You are a most valued customer, sir. Thank you. I'll buy 9 of those. You can only buy 9 in total, which makes bulk purchasing really annoying. Thank you. Replenish shield powder, most definitely. Which is quite pricey, but that's alright. I will be putting the goods in my pocket. I probably won't need to buy replenish shield powder beyond this point. If I would exist in this realm, I would like to be a monster who wants to destroy it and rape that nun that they has. Anyway, so... 9 medicinal herbs, which will kind of amount to nothing in the way of healing, but anyway. And I think that'll do. Oh yeah, I got a tombola ticket, let's play the tombola. I don't think you are allowed to get the platinum shield until this point in the game. I have 2 tickets apparently, so let's go for it. I'm happy to do that. Let's get moving. So that single golden ball, you need to get that twice to get a platinum shield. I don't remember what you get the first time. But, yeah, it's a complete nightmare. I think there's a good way to try to time it perfectly so that you get in that top row, but anyway. Too bad! Nothing. Eat shit. Oh, I'm ever so sorry, sir, but it looks as if you have drawn a blank. Do come by again when you have more tombola tickets, asshole. Alright. Let's see what we can buy from that fat guy. I don't think he sells anything new. This guy's swaying from side to side. Look at his feet and see how much he's moving from side to side. What the hell? Anyway. Is he selling more stuff? I don't know. This is what we have currently equipped, which is weird. Once again, look at how dull the colours are there, but we actually have a really vibrantly coloured shield, so yeah, it's kind of weird. Kind of tempted to get the dragon mail because my current defense is awful. But yeah, I think we'll get the dragon mail. We'll just have to go and grind some gold for that. Or I could sell some of my gold bars, that's possible. Because I'm going to get a lot, I think, but anyway, maybe not. We'll save that for a little bit later. Yes, I think he is a Hindu, Paul. Anyway. No, not a Hindu, a Sikh. That's what I meant to say. Sikhs are the ones who wear the turbans, I believe. Hindus, not so much. So yeah, we're going to take on this bastard. My eye is quite itchy. But yeah, I'm eager to level up Fleurette to the point where she is going to have a have that last skill unlock, because I can't remember what it is. No Mega Peers. Instantly goes for an attack. Look at the speed of this as compared to that boss we fought at Arendite Heights. The difference is insane. I don't think I've got the health for this. Hitting back these is incredibly necessary to succeed in this fight, by the way. You need to hit them all back. You don't necessarily need to hit them all back, they hurt when they hit you, for sure. But the point is that the amount of damage you deal is heavily dependent on your ability to hit these back. And you can see that pretty much for the entirety of the boss fight, the vast majority of the damage that you can deal to it is through hitting these back. It's a lot easier to deal damage that way, actually. When he wants to come up close and attack me that way, that's when I'm having problems, you see. If I do die here, I will not be wasting a Yggdrasil leaf. Just FYI. It's not worth it. Not for this. Doing alright with my horizontals there, actually. Not as well with that one. Oop. Horizontals and verticals. Oh, that's a diagonal. We've almost actually beat the boss, which is pretty decent. Oh, he's going to try and heal himself. Not happening, actually. We're going to Bisolka and also try to hit the thing. Oh, there we go. Yeah, nice. Nice work. Me. Death blow. Come on, so close. Now I have to deal with this shit. I'm going to just shield it because I can't deal the death blow this way. This is ridiculous. Look at this shit. I can't deal the death blow when you're at that distance. Fucking asshole. Get in close, come on. There we go. And that's a dead Nomad. And that was not difficult at all, really. So, once again, as long as you make sure that you're hitting back all of those strikes, those ranged strikes, you'll be alright. That's going to be a decent score. 13,000, not that much actually. Kind of hoping for a better score than that. What could have been better? Guard accuracy, clearly. Got some gold bars and ice crystals. Oh, auroral armor. That's exactly what I need. Better armor. So maybe we'll scratch that with the dragon mail. Dragon mail was 75 defense, I believe, for 10,000 gold coins. Or 10,000 gold. Let's have a look at how much more defense we get. Oh, look at that. It's better. Good thing I didn't purchase that dragon mail. Because that is a huge difference in defense. Look at that. Fuck. Crazy. So now we'll be able to take these bosses on without much of a problem at all. Apart from King Latem, who's going to shit on us. But we'll take on Salter. See what's going on with him. I don't know at what level Fleurette gets that last skill, but if her last skill isn't buff, I'm probably going to stop using her, because buff is really important for some of the later fights. I'm going to cheese the hell out of Salter, by the way, so enjoy. I don't care about Diminished Shield, it doesn't bother me at all. Oh, it's going to bother me now if I have to actually fight this guy normally. Alrighty. This works with his stronger form as well, Durgid. Works even better with this guy though. Oh, I fucked up. No, I really did fuck up with that one. I accidentally hit him way too soon. Alrighty. It looks like she smooched this Shrek in the crotch. Wow. That is literally what she's doing. She is blowing a kiss at his crotch. And it's affecting him in quite a manner. He flinches heavily when she kisses his green crotch. That is a thing right there. Very nice. And many erotic comics were born that day, or manga, doujinshi, anyway, doesn't matter. Point is, this is X-rated for sure. Monster porn as they call it. Anyway, let's not go there. Alrighty, so now I believe he's going to shoot some ranged attacks at us. Much like the No-Meg before. I don't really care about getting perfect timing with these, I just don't want them to hit me. That's my only desire, really. Alright, so we're going to shield this stuff so that we don't get hit with Diminished Shield. Alright, let's do Light Fantastic now. Oh, I'm really annoyed that I wasn't using Light Fantastic before. That was just ridiculous of me to not be doing that. Instead using the Figure of Fate. I wonder why I just didn't even use my brain. But 193, that's pretty decent damage. You can hear that more clinking sound. That's a bad way to describe it, but that ching, as opposed to that almost clubbing sound, that's like less damage. Oh, here we go. Fuck, I nailed that one. That was very good. Sometimes that can be really difficult. The other one I find more difficult. There are two of those that he does. One of them's really fast, one of them's slightly slower. The one he did just there was the slightly slower one. Very good for the Master Stroke gauge though. Here we go. Oh, not the super fast one. He might do two. That might be Durgib. Maybe Durgib does two of them in succession. Got a very good hit combo though. I think I'm going to get a very nice score with this boss. Just with this hit combo. Alright, let's be Sulker. Kiss his crotch. Yummy, yummy. Are you enjoying it, Fleurette? Then again, she's not actually... Oh, I can't really... Okay, well... I guess I'll Master Stroke him to death or something. This guy is having a very nice time. If he's not having his crotch kissed by Fleurette, I'm doing my Master Strokes on him, so... This represents infinite pleasure. Anyway. Oh, another one. Oh, shit. What am I doing? And that is a dead. This is looking very yummy. X rank. Suck my dick. That's an X rank right there. Perfect. X rank first try on Salter. That was pretty decent. I'm happy with that. We're going to get some very nice rewards here. 100% accuracy. And a total hit chain of 122. Very nice. Guard accuracy was decent as well. So that was nice. Very happy with that. So we got Orichalcum, 4 gold bars, and Thunderball. So that was very cool. We got a Mighty Armlet, which we are indeed going to equip. Alrighty. I'm happy with how that turned out. And we will continue the adventure. Okay, so we need to kill King Latem, or at least attempt to kill him, to get access to Valgate. But anyway, let's have a look at our items. What have we got? Yeah, I think we're going to need to go adventuring elsewhere to get this stuff. I will probably do that off camera. Any items that I can actually get here in the Ye Olde Reflectory, I will do on camera as far as grinding is concerned. But if I need to grind for things like Monster Bones and Iron Ore, which I'm assuming at this stage cannot be acquired in the Ye Olde Reflectory, that will be done elsewhere. So I can either use the Uber Life Bracer or the Mighty Armlet. Maximum HP is not... like 20? That's nothing. I have 342 HP. Like, what difference is it going to make if I have 362? Like, that's nothing. Anyway, so obviously, a percentage-based thing is what you want. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do. So, we're going to try and kill King Latem. And he's a nightmare to do. Or he's a nightmare to kill without the, whatchamacallit? Metal King's Sword, but I'm going to try. No focal points. You need to have pretty much 100% accuracy here. Oh, that was actually a good... well, not 100% accuracy, but you need to hit him as much as possible. He runs away, by the way. I think this is actually decent. There we go, we got him. That wasn't too bad. He's actually a lot more forgiving this time around than usual. Alright. So that's King Latem. He runs away. You need to kill him before he runs away, basically. What do we got? Yeah, shit score. Not even an S rank. So, that's a shame. It's because of our accuracy. Super low. See what we got in the lucky bag. The Metal King Helm. There you go. What a fart blob. A fart blob. I would never, ever think of referring to him in that way, but that's great. I'm going to try for 100% accuracy, or at least better accuracy than that. You want the, I think it's 9 hits for your hit chain and 100% accuracy, so. And time is a huge aspect for getting a good score here. Constant X ranks on King Latem, you'll be rolling in mini medals, you'll be rolling in everything, so it's pretty great. Look how bright the shield is. It's crazy. But anyway. So what we're going to do is equip the Metal King Helm. It's 50 defense. It's pretty damn good. We're not going to take on Valgurt right now, but I will be back in just a moment. I need to take care of something. I'll be only about a minute. Okay. So I think we are good to continue. Just making sure that all the... There's absolutely no audio currently playing in the game. I thought that there was at least some sort of music. I guess not. So, once again, we're going to take on King Latem before we actually try the big mirror there. That mirror is not the mirror for the final boss, which is funny. You'd think the big mirror in the center would be the final boss, but no, it's like the final boss of the first half of the monsters that you fight. So, yeah. This will be good to level up Fleurette anyway until she gets her final skill. So, we're going to do that. But I'm going to try for best accuracy. Oh, look at this. This is a good example of how forgiving King Latem was before. Yeah. Metal King Sword is what we need, I think. Yeah, see. Fucking garbage. Anyway, so you pretty much need to go for that. Constant striking, bad accuracy to actually succeed here. 0. Bye. I was running or something? No, I wasn't. Do I sound out of breath? I'm not even going to save after that. Okay, so it's pretty clear to me now that we don't actually want to use King Latem, well, not use King Latem. We want to use the King Metal Sword, or the Metal King Sword, before we fight King Latem again. Because otherwise I'm just not going to get a good score, and that's not really what I want. I think we're ready to fight Valgurt, are we? I think so. We've got, like, pretty much everything that we would want here. We could get some magic water. Actually, maybe that's what I'll do first and foremost. So, I can't remember how much magic water actually costs when it comes to mini metal consumption, but we'll have a look and see. Oh, how do we even get magic water then? I thought you could at least trade them for mini metals. What the fuck? Am I going insane or what? Whatever. Let's go and... take on Valgurt. We shouldn't need magic water. I think I'm going to be performing really well against this guy. Maybe. Probably. Hopefully. Anyway, we'll see. Maybe we won't be doing enough damage to him. It remains to be seen. We'll see what we can do. Three-headed dragon man. Well, it's not really a man, but it is a dragon.
Foolish human, I am Valgurt, sovereign of serpents. That you stand before me now speaks highly of your strength. I have spent aeons alone in this accursed mirror. Come, let us stir up the dust.
I wouldn't say that that's sexy whispering, but whatever you're into, Paul. Alrighty. So this is the ice head. You have 3 different elements for the heads. One of them's fire, one of them's ice, one's sort of like neutral, I guess. This is a ungodly simple fight compared to Golden Valgurt, who is someone we have to fight later. You need to get a really good hit chain here to actually get a good score, by the way. It's expected that you'll get a hit chain of around 300. So it's kind of, yeah. If you get a shit hit chain, you're going to get a shit score, basically. That's what's expected. Ooh. Bad guard accuracy. Let's try and have good guard accuracy as a stat as well. So imagine this going twice as fast with his stronger version. Alrighty, so we're going to light Fantastic. Yeah, this is probably the dragon you're thinking of, Paul. Here we go. I don't know if we get more damage with that Master Stroke the faster we get those 3 hits out. I've got no idea. It's possible. I can get away with a few more hits than that, but I don't really want to risk it. Now, because I failed to block all of that, I did not get a larger damage opportunity, which is a shame. But we do have our Master Stroke gauge back up. You can see the damage increases only from like 1 to 7 or 5 or 6. It's not actually... it's not consistent. I'm really sick of drawing these figure of 8s, but I'm pretty decent with it these days. I used to be really bad when it came to drawing the figure of 8. Alright, moving on to the next head, which will be fire-based, and we can actually hit back these attacks as opposed to the ice, which you can't hit back. So this head usually goes a bit faster. So you can sort of make up for not... Oh, I just missed my hit chain. Holy shit, that was terrible. That's so bad. I'm gonna get a terrible score for this fight. Oh, Jesus. Then we'll mid-heal ourselves back up to higher health. Why is it what? I'm actually losing my hit chain. This is really bad. That needs to, like, not continue. Oh, fuck. Dead. Really bad. I'm gonna get a terrible score, but I'm gonna always do it again. See, there's actually, like, a point where you can actually lose, I guess, a hit zone. Like, his head moving around causes you to actually not make contact, which is really bad. We're going to start by healing ourselves and Florat, and then we will Magna Shield, but before that goes through, we will Master Stroke. I don't believe that doing this will actually cancel the Master Stroke, but anyway. Alrighty. Tri-slash and I'm assuming Magna Shield. There we go. You'll see why. I don't know if Replenish Shield Powder is necessary, but we'll use it. Just to make this a bit easier. Now, for this you just keep attacking. Basically picks you up with his tail, and you just keep hitting to break the grip. Otherwise, that's pretty much an instant kill, which we don't want, obviously. And we got 1 slash worth 7 frickin' damage for that. Terrible. Yeah, I'm not impressed with my performance in this fight. But anyway, we're going to heal ourselves and then Master Stroke again. Alrighty. Light Fantastic! And there we go, full power. It's really sensitive as far as getting that first hit out. It's almost instantaneous. Missed that. See, it only gives me one opportunity to get that damage out. It's really bad. I guess they're relying on, well, they're expecting that you'll be getting most of your damage out with Master Strokes here at this section of the fight, but... Spoiler warning, this is only the first half of the fight. There's a lot more after this. It's a long fight, generally, with old Valgurt. That's why I would prefer to have it be well done the first time around. Let's just Master Stroke now. Oh, they don't let you Master Stroke. I guess that makes sense. Alrighty. So this should take him down to the end of this health bar. And then the worst thing is he just regains all of his freaking health. Which is a nightmare because you're kind of thinking, oh, well that was a long fight, and then he gets all of his health back and you're like, oh, okay. I do love how his nostrils sort of flare up when he does that. So now we fight all three heads at the same time.
Your skill is considerable. Very well. I shall give you a taste of my true strength.
Rightio. So we'll try and hit this stuff back rather accurately. I say before missing all of it, pretty much. Come on, man. I'm saying to myself, come on, because my performance is poor. But anyway. We will not multi-heal. We'll mid-heal ourselves. Might be easier on the MP. Really would have been nice to get some magic water now that I look at it. Oh my god. It's really hard to block all of that. Hitting back this fire is really important. Yeah, so see, at this point, I can be affected by both the fire and also the ice. This is what I mean by all of the heads working together. It's really freaking annoying. Basically, I have to Master Stroke my way through this fight. This is really gonna suck. Oh, managed to block pretty much all of it. Alright. And apparently at some point I lost my hit chain again, because I'm back at 100. Really sucks. Okay, so we're gonna light Fantastic. Alright. That's 202 damage, which is pretty decent actually. But you can see that, as compared to the amount of health that he has, it's not that much. I'm not looking forward to running out of MP. With Fleuret, it's going to really suck. Sort of a race against the loss of MP. Oh my god. It's so hard to remember the order in which I need to shield that stuff.
My magic, it's almost gone.
Don't miss that. That's when you're really going to have a problem if you miss this shit. It's not hard to hit back, Doomling, please. Try to pay attention to what you're doing. Alright, we're about to get 100 again on the Master Stroke gauge. I will heal myself again before I do that. And I will use some special medicine for that. Top it up with regular herbs. And I'll top up Fleuret's health with herbs as well. I will let her die when she runs out of MP, because keeping her alive is not going to help me really. Oh, I forgot to do my Master Stroke. It's kind of a problem because that's where most of my damage is coming from right now. Here we go again. Oh, shit. Fucking knocked. Stupid crap. Anyway. 143. Why is it doing so much less damage this time? What's the deal? That's a pattern I can actually follow. Got a lot of hits in there. Can you not? Oh, we're at the halfway point. Gonna top up my health again with a strong medicine here. That's some good damage that I just got out there. Alrighty. I don't believe that Master Stroke damage changes based on the hit chain. That would make a lot of sense though, and would be kind of cool. It would give the hit chain some use beyond the M score. If it does actually change the damage, then that would... You could actually be right, Paul. I have never actually considered that before. I might try to observe that properly from now on. I don't know what the hell I'm shielding right now. Oh, Florette's dead. I wanted to at least get more healing out of her before she died. That was a mistake on my part for sure. I think we'll still manage though. And I've also got Yggdrasil leaves if things get really bad. I'm not going to use one on her now. Oh, that's really bad. Oh, shitballs. I think I just healed him by doing that. Oh, we can actually heal ourselves by shielding that, which is good, but it heals him if we hit it back. That's really interesting. I forgot that he could do that. Now that I'm at 200 hits, I'm going to observe the damage that I deal with the Master Stroke to see if you're right, Paul. Because I think you might be onto something. You noticed that the hit chain was like an Asian dick, so my damage was less. Nice. Alright, let's have a look. Yep, I think you're right. You are definitely right. The greater the hit chain, the more damage I'm dealing. And I had never really considered that before now. And I've played a lot of this game, all things considered. Many, many playthroughs by now. Over a period of maybe 10 years or so. So we are pretty much one Master Stroke away from finishing this fight, finally. Alright, deal the death blow maybe. Please, there we go. You didn't even need to get to the Master Stroke. Alright, so our final hit chain will be in excess of 300, fortunately. So, it's not going to be too terrible after all. There we go. So, you can get like 600 and beyond for the final hit chain. This is, yeah, look at this score, fuck. I told you guys it was going to be shit. Is that at least an A rank? B. That's horrendous. That's like really bad. Look at the clear time. Fuck. That's really bad. Was it only 11 minutes? It felt like it was a lot longer than that. 11 minutes, are you sure? That felt like 15 minutes at least. Anyway, that's crazy. 99% accuracy doesn't mean anything, as you can tell, like only 1,700 points, so guard accuracy was dog shit. And you can see longest hit chain is kind of expected to be around the 300 mark. But anyway, I got one Yggdrasil due, which is kind of sad. Got the Orichalcum stick, which can be upgraded to the Dragon King's sword, or something like that. Getting assaulted by my phone to log into a Samsung account that does not exist, so...
The taste of battle. You must face me again soon.
Yeah, see ya, Valgurt. So now we have access to new mirrors. 3 more. And all 3 of those are going to beat the ever-loving shit out of me if I try them now, so I'm not going to try them now. Going to wait a bit longer before doing that. So we are currently 1 hour and 47 minutes into this live stream. I will probably finish around the 2-hour mark, something like that. At the very least to make up for the shorter live streams I've done for this series so far. This is the 4th recording, isn't it? I think so. No, the hit chain wasn't breaking because I was failing to deflect back the balls, because you've got, or the fire balls, whatever, because you have the dragon behind that, so generally if you miss that, you just hit the dragon anyway. It's because of the movement of the neck and the head of the dragon sort of causes your strike to go through nothing, so anyway, it's kind of annoying. And also random thrusts into strange directions can also break the hit combo. See, they call it the final terror. It's not the final terror. You've got these 3, and then you've got another one over here. That's where the final boss is. That's the final terror right there, and it is a bloody terror. Anyway, so to put it in perspective, the final boss here is Edar Sophix plus these 3 confrontations all in one, consecutively. It's terrible. And I pretty much get to max level, otherwise I won't do it. So that's a thing. But anyway, this Orichalcum stick is not very useful at the moment. That's to be expected. Because the whole idea of it is that you upgrade the thing into something much stronger. And I can show you what that is. And I may just make that instead of the Dragovian King's sword now that I think about it. I kind of forgot about the Orichalcum stick. We'll see what we require for it. If I don't require bullshit like monster bones and whatever else, I'll probably just make that. That will probably be a lot better. So we'll have a look at that. If it's stuff like gold bars, and if I don't need any iron ore or monster bones, which is highly likely, then I'll probably just make this thing. What do we need for it? Oh, noble metals. Shit. That's a problem, because I'm going to need to get pretty good scores on those new 3 mirrors to be able to get that, which is a nightmare. Do not want to have to do that. I believe it's an S rank minimum to get noble metals in those fights. And I'm not quite at the point now where I can do that. You can see 110 damage here on the Dragovian King's sword versus 136 on this one, so yeah. What do I need for this? 4 noble metals. End me. Okay, so therefore, should I try Dirk-Gib? Maybe I can do Dirk-Gib by cheesing him. If I can get an S rank on Dirk-Gib, maybe I can do it. There's no chance at all I'll be able to manage with no McGowan, but I can try Dirk-Gib. It's going to really suck, but I'll try. Can I fill pockets at all? Oh, I can. I did have some stuff in there, so cool. Let's use like 2 Yggdrasil leaves in this frickin' Dirk-Gib boss fight and see what we can manage. We do not have much damage on our side right now, but we do have decent defense, so maybe we can do this. Fleuret will be the one. And buff is very useful against this fight, but anyway. We are going to cheese it. Gonna try and get him to shield. There we go. Did not work. You can see the amount of damage we are doing there is pretty poor. So this may be a long fight, but just keep in mind this is on a completely a different level of difficulty compared to the fights we were just doing before. It is not advised that you have this kind of low damage with your weapon to take these on. It's not at all advised. So I might get sort of a low score with the time, but if I can get a decent accuracy score, for example, like I X-ranked Salta before, if I can S-rank Der Gib, because I'm not going to X-rank Der Gib purely based on the time stat. Like, because the time stat's going to suck, because this will take a while. But I will be able to S-rank if I get good accuracy and a good hit chain, which is doable when I'm cheesing him like this. Crotch kissing while shouting wee wee is at level of tickety boo here. Yes, I do agree. This is pretty tickety boo. If I can get a super high hit chain, that will make up for any lacking score that I get. Oh, I got a vial of magic water, which is very good. So yeah, if I can get, say, we'll just throw a number out there. If we can get a 200 hit chain, that is going to be really good. And also, as we have recently learned, the higher our hit chain is, the more damage we'll be doing with our Master Stroke, which is going to make a big difference as far as getting this completed as soon as possible. So we'll see how that goes. Let's light fantastic this bastard. I could prolong that, because if I get him down to a certain amount of health, he's not going to come forward anymore like that. I believe it's the halfway point, but I don't want to prolong it. I don't want to get a really, really bad score for time. See, look, even that didn't do much damage. Oh, that's a good point. She only has so much magic, so this is not going to work forever. Didn't even consider that. It's kind of obvious, but yeah. Maybe I'll be lucky and I'll get more magic water as I kill these bats. Almost at 100. I'd love to have his golden hammer. They should have had more crazy design weapons. They're all swords in this game, you see. Actually, no, that's true. They do have some weapons with strange designs. You've got a cat paw, you've got a needle. But, you know, something like a golden, purpley looking hammer would be kind of cool. But I guess it doesn't really work with the whole slashing thing when it comes to this game. God, I'm not doing much damage to this guy. If you haven't already noticed. She cannot cast any more spells, so I'm stuck with fighting Der Gib as normal. Sadly. You can see how much damage this guy is doing. It's quite insane. Can you see how much damage this guy's doing? I just lost my hit chain. We'll try to kill him. I'll do my best. If it looks like it's going to be too hard for me to even... Oh, she can't even heal me now. I'm a bit fucked. I just realised she can't even heal me now. This is going to really not be easy. I'll try, but... I don't think this is going to succeed. I need a lot more damage than this. Anyway, this is going to be a really weak Master Stroke, I suppose, because I don't have any hit chain going. And the Master Stroke didn't do that much damage before anyway. Even when I had like a 100 hit chain going. Scheiße. Anyway. 170, not too bad. I can't kill the bats anymore, so I'm not going to have a chance to actually get magic water. I will let Fleurette die. I can't afford to use any healing wares on her. You can see, look at this. Look at... This is going to be made much faster if I can hit back that stuff at this guy. That's a good point. While it is going very slow now, if I can hit back his attacks, that's going to be faster, because that's based on his damage that he's dealing. So, yeah. Oh, not diminish shield, that's really bad. Look at this, I'm almost dead. I'm not going to use the Yggdrasil Dew right now. Oh, I have to actually, because otherwise I'm just going to use all of my other stuff. Fucking diminish shield. It's insane. At what point is he going to jump back? This is so bad. I'll just have to let diminish shield keep hitting me then. Look at that. Insane fight at this level of damage. As I said, it's a completely different level of difficulty to what we were dealing with before. We're not going to use the Yggdrasil leaf, we're just going to... Yeah. I'm not going to try again. That's death right there. I didn't do anything between now and when I last saved, so it's okay. A mysterious voice reverberates inside Doomlink's head. Now is not the time to die, Doomlink. You shall live to fight another day. Nice. Finds himself back in the Ye Olde Reflectory. Okay, so we basically need to work on getting a much stronger weapon. Even our defense is not ideal right now. So, yeah. We need to try and upgrade this thing and this thing. We're not going to bother with the Blazing Blade right now to make the Wrath of Helios. It's just not going to happen. Because that's going to make the Dragovian King Sword. We are already at the point where making that sword is not going to be useful to us at all. So we're not going to do that. Will I do stuff off camera with King Latem? I don't know. But I'm going to try and kill him again here. Not with a good score, mind you. Just trying to kill him in general. Shit, look at this. I've already failed. Look at this, see? You guys have no idea how crazy it was that I killed him the first time. He dodged all of that, almost. Fucking prick. This is what I mean, I don't think I really got that across to you guys before, how amazing it was. Like, he gave me such a good opportunity to hit him, that's what I said at that time. Now you can see what I mean. His AI was just like, yeah, hit me. Now he's like, nope. Maybe the first time is easier. It's possible. Because he's really farmable. You can grind him for a lot of experience. So maybe that's the logic. Don't you do that, you fucking dickhead. Can't stand this guy. Maybe focal pointing is better, I don't know. Well, I've already failed, clearly. You can hit him on the return and kill him, but obviously I wasn't doing enough damage, so that was not working. Hi, Makan. Welcome to the live stream. I'll be finishing soon, though. I've been streaming for over 2 hours now. I don't know why I keep saving, but okay, no, apparently. Yes, I will continue. Oh, fuck you! How many times are you going to give me the same bloody option? I thought you were going to ask if I wanted to continue. God. Anyway. I do not know why you keep posting that emote of the girl's butt, but anyway, thank you. We're going to try this one more time. Oh, I might manage it this time.
Attention.
He's giving me good opportunities. Except I sort of fucked it up before. I think I can do it.
Oui,
Yep.
Blade.
I
Oui.
think I've got it.
My
Shit! Can I get him on the return?
longer.
Fuck! Whatever, I'm not doing it again. I'll wait until I get the Metal King Sword. Metal King Sword makes it so that you do double damage, so 2 damage instead of 1. And yeah. I don't know why I keep saving. Please stop. Dearie me. So, in terms of making the... Oh, that's right, we need to... we need 4 noble metals to make the Metal King's Sword, which is going to be hard. But anyway. We'll do what we can. I thank you all for watching. This has been the Dragon Quest Swords livestream playthrough. The 4th part of it. I don't know when I'm going to record the next one. I don't think I'm going to finish the game in the next livestream. It would be great if I could, but we'll see how things go. I thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.